Hello my little stars. Now before we get into today's episode of If Underswap the Friendship Route, let's take a look over in the community tab at the 3 polls I posted yesterday. Today, of course, we'll be taking in the results, and yeah, here's the winners of the poll. So first poll I posted was this one. Need some help with this. Which sprite do you guys prefer? Because I can't pick if I'm honest. The first bottom one I made myself and used the color palette for the original Underswap sounds for him. Should I keep using the sprites I already am or use my own version for the Underswap sounds romance route? Though I failed to put in romance route. By the way, you guys understood what I meant. 107 votes. Wow, that's a lot of people have voted. And we got 10 likes. So I was actually surprised with the outcome because I honestly thought you guys would favor the sprite I already was using rather than the one I made myself. But here's the results. And the winner is my one, which I'm honestly surprised and super flattered. Thank you so much. Only 20% of you guys wanted me to keep using the sprite I am, whereas a whopping 73% of you guys wanted me to use the one that I made. And just to clarify, he was meant to have an axe because that's the weapon of choice for Sans. I couldn't get the axe to work with me, so I gave him a bone instead. So there we go. This will be the sprite we use for Sans' route going forward. Thank you so much to everybody that voted. I really am shocked and surprised, and I greatly appreciate the likes and of course the amount of people that actually took the time to vote on this. Thank you so much. So that, of course, means that we now have got wonderful Sans joining us. So this is the Sans of choice. So this is what we've got. Okay, next one by here. The other poll I posted was the following. Question about if Underswap Flowey. For peeps, since he is not swapped with Temmie, thus making him the original Flowey, should I make his sprite look more like the original Flowey or keep it as the Underswap version for my playthrough? 27 votes in total, 6 likes. Now, here's the thing. I should have clarified that the sprite I have technically is not fully Underswap Flowey. Far from it. The one I made is kind of a combo between the Underswap one and the Undertale one, because Underswap Flowey's mouth doesn't look the way it does in my sprite. But anyway, the votes are in, and you guys said 74% of you guys said to keep it as Underswap Flowey, whereas only 26% said to make it of the original Flowey. So, we have got this little guy. He is hiding behind Sans, but that's okay. We'll put him here. So as you can see, the mouth is different. It's a combination of the two. I might tweak it a bit. Either way, let's stick Flowey over here. You know what? We need to flop. Flowey, you need to flop the other way. There we go. Good job, Flowey. Okay, and last but not least, our poll of choice here, the last one I made, is for none other than the youngest brother. Need some help again with this. Which sprite do you guys prefer? Because I can't pick if I'm honest again. The first bottom one I made myself and used the color palette for the original Underswap Papyrus for him. Should I keep using this sprite I already am, or use my own version for Underswap Papyrus? And just to clarify, there is a big difference between canon and canon version. The same thing when it comes to Underswap Sans, because the canon and canon have got very different colors. So I tried to lean more on what the illustration was, because Papyrus has got a lot darker hoodie in Underswap. And I also wanted to make it a lot easier for the blush to be seen. That being said, I'm surprised with the results. 99 people voted on this, and we got 9 likes. And apparently, again, I honestly thought it was going to go the other way, but only 30% of you guys wanted me to keep this sprite as it is, whereas a whopping 70% of you guys wanted me to use my own version. And I will admit that this one was a pain in the butt to make. My goodness, I struggled. But still, there we go. We have the sprites for our route. Thank you everybody that took part in the polls. And I will, of course, take these polls down and put up some new ones. But yes, thank you so much everybody who voted. I appreciate it. I really couldn't have come up with the conclusion for this one. We're still going to be having some more votes for Underswap Flowey's one to choose the perfect version for the playthrough because, yeah, mine was kind of like a hit or miss because I also don't know if he turns into Ezreal. I'm assuming he is going to in this if Underswap version, but I don't actually know if canon Underswap Flowey ever turn into Ezreal. I'll need to double check that. For some reason, I feel like he doesn't. Or does he? I don't know. Either way, thank you so much. And now let's, of course, head off and go through today's playthrough of the Friendship Route. So I'll see you guys in the episode. Hello, my little stars. It's me, TwinklePhoenix, and welcome back to If Underswap by the darkpetal16. This is the Friendship Route, and this is the last currently available chapter, which is Waterfall. That being said, if I sound like I've been crying, I have. I accidentally, while scrolling through Tumblr, came across a video which started to play myself, and lo and behold, it was a video of Jessica, and I heard her meow, and when I watched the video, it just reminded me of how much I freaking miss her so freaking much. For those that don't know who Jessica is, Jessica was my kitty cat that I've had since she was 2 years old. She was 15 when we sadly had to, you know. And that took place this year, actually, in the January. Towards the very last day of January, we had to say goodbye to her. Whew, I am going to cry. Oh, I am still not ready to talk about her. My god. We do have Poppy now, but even so, it's still hard. Especially, like, I wasn't expecting. I completely forgot I posted videos of her up on there, so. Ugh. Sorry for getting weepy. Ignore me. I have my water ready, and I have the fan on, so if you can hear anything, or if you hear, like, construction work next door, that's the neighbor. Anyway, we're gonna go through Waterfall, or at least I'm gonna try to, but my eyes are, like, all, like, teary, so I can't freaking see. Okay, what am I looking at? End of noting. You are not romancing anyone right now. That is totally fine. Friendship is wonderful. It is really wonderful. It's amazing. Or maybe you're saving yourself for a certain monster. Good luck. I don't think I am. I think you'd kill me. You don't have proof of that, and are you alright? You've got a lot of tears on your face. I'm fine. I'm just leaking. It's normal. Humans leak. Don't forget to check your journal to see monster encounters and items found. Let's just load Waterfall and get on with the show. You follow the path that leads out of Snowden. It takes you to a blue stone wall with a wide opening, and you step inside. Are you sure you're alright? I'll be fine. Stop asking me. The snow stops at the entrance as if there is an invisible barrier that keeps it out. The cave ceiling is much lower in here and the illusion sky is gone. Deep indigo colors these walls and floor, and the stone has been sanded down. It is smooth to the touch. There are indents in the wall on the left. They are slightly below your eye level. In each indent there is a flame that flickers between blue and white. It must be fueled by magic because you see no wood, charcoal, or even a tangible thing for the flames to rest on. You raise the hands up to the flame. They exceed no heat. Illusion light then? You walk down the path and your footsteps echo loudly as you do. The cave ceiling is lower. It's even, although you still need a ladder to reach, you are short. Yeah, I'm short. Fear me, I'm the tiny, small, like, sensitive, weepy human over here. Your height isn't something you think about often. Oh, but I think you're adorable being this small. Are you like 100% sure you're okay to continue this? I'll be fine. No pain, no gain. Would you like me to take over reading? No, this is my thing. You're accustomed to looking up, but since coming to the underground, you've had to actually tilt your entire head to look at some of the monsters. Asgore and Papyrus are so tall, and you feel like a child standing next to them, considering Papyrus is the youngest one. At least there are tiny monsters too. You wonder what life must be like for Whimsy. There is a long tunnel. The tunnel is silent for several minutes, and there's a fork at the end of this tunnel. The left tunnel looks like it leads to some stone stairs going up, and the right path looks like it leads to stone stairs going down. Which path do you want to go? Okay, so now I'm going to guide you guys around here. So the first thing we're going to look for is probably Flowey. Can we find our flowers? So for this we need to go left, and then we need to go to the flower path. So let's go left. You climb up the stairs. As you climb, you start to hear sounds other than your footsteps. You hear the sound of a gentle running water like a creek. At the top of the stairs you look. Wow, it's a field of glowing flowers. Similar to the ones in the crystal cavern, but taller. They come in a variety of blues and purples, each exceeding an aura of faint light. They grow in the water that gently runs across the flower field. You do see a handful of paths that lead further into the field, and the main path continues along the edge of the cave and goes forward. The cave ceiling is dotted with tiny blue dots and crystals. Some glow bright and others glow dully. It's remarkably similar to a night sky. Go down the flower path. You walk along the flower path and listen to the stream of water that trickles down it. You walk along the path and admire the view. Ah, it looks like the path led you to a small clearing with a bench. The flowers are much taller here and provide an illusion of privacy. Oh, you see Flowey. Let's approach Flowey, and let's all remember that Flowey in this AU, he's not swapped with Tammy, so he's a little shit. At least he's my little shit. Okay, so we need to... Let's see, what do we need to do with him? Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Flowey is between two large blue flowers. The flower monster is easily missed, in spite of his bright yellow petals, because of how tiny he is. You happily approach Flowey and greet the monster. Oh, must you go near that thing? Yes, I have to. Flowey makes a noise of disgust. His whole face contorts into disdain. Whatever. You have on you... Oh, wait. Look at me, not even reading his dialogue properly. What the hell, Twinkle? Sorry, Fly. Whatever you have on you, get rid of it. That feels disgusting. Pardon? The sheer revulsion on his face gives you a pause. He's sincerely disgusted by you. He hasn't acted that way before. You think carefully over what new thing you have that could bother him. You point to the scarf and ask if it's that. Was it made with nasty human magic? Flowey sneers. No, you don't think so. Then no, he says. What do you have made by human magic? You think carefully. Oh, you pull out one of the notes you collected, and Flowey cringes with the entire body. Ugh, put that nasty thing away. Wow, he can sense the magic of this paper? Are all monsters so capable? Flowey glances away. I'm different. Yes, he's definitely different. He's a pest. You look down at the paper. You explain to him that it reacted to your insignia. Human magic trigger other human magic. Flowey mutters, not surprising. Flowey wasn't bothered by your insignia before. Because you... Obviously, because we don't have magic, do we? Also, wait, what was he going to say be here anyway? I'm really curious. Actually, what was he going to say? Because you don't have magic, but he couldn't have known at that point that we didn't have magic. We never made it clear to him. At no point had we ever said we didn't have magic. Unless you just freaking knew. Flowey stops himself and he huffs. What does it matter? You're an idiot. You won't understand even if I explain it to you. He turns away. You do your best. You enthusiastically for it to give you a chance. Flowey rolls his eyes. That's a waste of time. You're gonna ask me to teach a fish to fly next. Fishes already can fly. Have you heard of a flying fish? If he wants to do that, you'd happy to help. Well, I don't want to. But he brought it up. Temperatures my point, Flowey glowers. You're such an idiot. You know what? He really shouldn't go throwing accusations around. Like those mages. Worse than those mages. At least they knew how this world works, he mutters. And is that why their magic is gross? Yep. Hi, you bean. Flowey narrows his eyes at you. Well done at tricking the wretched flower. To agree with you. Are you sure you're okay? Yes, I'm fine. Are you hugging me again? Yes, but I feel like you actually need it this time. And I'll actually be nicer. Really? Yeah, so long as you don't annoy me. Or go against me ever again. Wow, and here I thought you actually cared. I do. you need someone to clearly point you in the right direction and guide you every step of the way. That's why I'm here. I feel so blessed. Oh, good. I was being sarcastic. It's adorable when you try. I wasn't trying, it really was. You know what? Forget it, you're giving me a headache. Flowey narrows his eyes at you. Don't get smug, fine. You want to know they're bad? He raises one of his vines and points in the paper. I don't know what they did, but it's a violation of nature itself. Just being near it grosses me out. Only the paper magic? One of the magics on the paper, he confirms. One? There's more than one? So, what if there is? He mutters. You reason one would be made to react to other magic. What about the others? One hides it, one reacts to you. What is the other one? Because clearly it's hiding... What? Clearly one of the spells on here discuss Flowey. You asked Flowey how many spells are on there. And why should I answer that? Because you two are on the way to becoming best friends. I see your saintlyhood hasn't diminished. Flowey looks away from you, his fake smile back in place. An answer for an answer. What does he want to know? One, defend yourself. They will kill you, you know. You want to be friends with all the monsters? That's so stupid, says Flowey. You know all the other humans that have come here are dead, right? Every single one of them. They're dead. Dead as a dodo. Dead as a doornail. Dead. That was then. This is now. You think monsters and humans could become friends? I mean, you're still alive. Flowey stares at you for a long moment and looks away from you. 3. Only one of them feels gross. 3. You reach out with his vine. You hold onto one of the notes and he taps it. The original note transforms. Don't find him, 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 don't find him. I'm assuming this is Archmage Dion who may have put that there. I'm assuming because he was hearing Gaster talking. So, what magic is grossing out Flowey? Then Flowey pulls his vine away and it turns back. Was that the bad magic, he said? No, he says. I don't know what the vile stuff is. I swear something to do with the void. A spell to keep the note hidden unless found by a human. A spell to hide a message on the note. And a third spell that's evil. A third spell that's evil. What is so evil about the notes we have? We've seen the messages, and then there's a hidden message underneath warning us not to go find something. So, I mean, it would make sense why Gaster's probably going to want us to get rid of them, I'm assuming. Because if there's a warning, he doesn't want people to get spooked away. What is it? What is the third? What is the third spell? The third spell is what's bothering me because it's not like the note has done anything else, has it? You should get rid of them, Flowey says. They're disgusting. Will you? Okay, so I'm pretty sure us getting rid of a note is a bad thing. We're not supposed to do that. I think we die if we do. So, no. You want to keep all the notes you have. Flowey gives you a tired look. Well, ask for my help if you aren't going to accept it. You were very grateful for his help, and you simply think there's more to this than either of you two know. He disappears from view as he burrows back underground, and you finish walking through the field. There's nothing else for you here right now. Okay, so we just finished talking to him. I'm still, trying to work out what the third one is. I keep assuming it has some type of connection to the void, but I don't know. Because what else could be on the note? If it is Archmage Dion wrote the note of, don't find him, is it there's something affecting him that when he's, interacting with the paper, it's seeping through from him? Why is it specifically the paper? Why is there evil on this paper? Why? A spell to make sure that the paper is hidden. a spell to hide a note on the paper. But the spell to keep the paper hidden unless reacted by a human. And what could the third spell be? I know it feels gross, but why is there a need for a third spell? I mean, you've literally got already doing everything you needed to do. Keep hiding unless it reacts to a human. And then the other one being, it reveals the hidden note. What more could you want? Are the paper, luring people? Is there, has Gaster done something to the paper so that it kind of is like a beacon? It calls to you or some shit? What do you guys think? What do you think the actual, next about the paper? Because that's always bothered me about the freaking paper. Okay, so now we're gonna go see Gerson. As much as I don't want to go and see Gerson, because Gerson's whole thing upsets me. Okay, so we're gonna return to the fork in the road. Now we're gonna go find Gerson. Gerson, oh sweet Gerson. Okay, so to find Gerson, we gotta continue down the east. And to get to the east where he is, we need to go left. Then we need to continue forward down the east. You travel along the wall, and a turtle monster is slowly walking towards you from the opposite direction. He notices you and gives you a curt nod. You politely nod back. You're the young'un that fell in, huh? The turtle asks you. You laugh. He laughs to himself. Whoa! You may be an infant. Your magic is practically non-existent. You don't have any magic. The turtle seems surprised by this. None? None. Nada. Zippo. Zilch. Not a man. No way. No how. Kinda sucks for me. Moving on. Bet you got some interesting stories then, he says. I never thought about life without it. Waha! Then again, I'd be dead without it. Waha! That is really, really messed up, Gerson. The turtle laughs jovially. I'm Gerson Riora. You introduce yourself and you tell him your full name. Why? Just tell him. Just tell him it's fine. A nice name. It certainly is. Miss Twinkle, says Rivara. Care to swap stories with an old man? Stories? You consider it. Sure, we're gonna tell the sad story. We're gonna tell the friggin' story. It's gonna make me all friggin' weepy. He smiles widely. What kind of story do you want to tell? Oh god, something sad. One of lost and grave. He listens to your story. You speak in a quiet voice as you relay the memory, and your emotion paints your tone as you reflect on the past. Gosh darn it. You choose to share this memory because of how much of an impact it made on you. It is meaningful to you. The weight of grief is powerful. It aids and flows over you like a wave on the beach. Some days it is overwhelming and drags you down. Other days it is barely a tickle. At the end of your tale, he somberly says, death is something we all share. It touches our lives in one way or another. No freaking kidding. Yes, little by little we can go. Let go of our loss, but never of the love. So freaking true, he says. Thank you for sharing the story with me. You thank him for listening. As you've shared heartbreak with me, I will do the same, says Mr. Avaria. You shift your weight as you prepare to listen. You are not the first human to come here, the turtle says in a deep, rumbly voice. Many have come. Many? Many. All of these many few still were peaceful. Oh no. Okay, I'm not... I can confirm, yes, this is definitely about Gaster, Sans, and Papyrus, so they lost their parents. A century ago, Gerson begins, there was a clever group of mages, 15 in total, who fell into the deep forest surrounding Snowdon. What are you talking about? They weren't freaking clever, they were stupid. They fell into the freaking forest. The deep forest. That's not clever. That is stupid. They stupidly fell in there. Your eyes widen. You only glimpsed the forest on your journey. It was massive. You couldn't see the end of it, and its tall trees covered the hills and horizon. The forest is not meant for deep venture, he continues, as the environment itself is unheedly hostile. What does that mean? Did you not notice how your footsteps vanished in Snowden? You recall the fog and how the snow swallowed up your footsteps. The further into the forest you go, the stronger the magic. He continues. The snow will not only vanish your indentations within seconds, but it will seek to cover you. The trees will bend in, and the roots will entangle your legs. The morning fog produces hallucinations of paths that want to trick you further in. The mages were most unfortunate to pass through the barrier at such a hostile spot. Gerson pauses. When they made it into the main path, only a few of them remained. Oh god. He takes a deep breath. I am sure you can imagine what state they were in. Tired, scared, desperate, stupid. Assholes. Yes, you can easily imagine. They came across a child. Allow me to... They came across a child. The child was called Gaster, says Gerson, and they begged for help. They pleaded for mercy, for the child to save them. The child agreed and showed the mages to his home, where he hoped his father would be able to help. Oh, that's nice. Gerson smiles at you. What would you have done in the place of the child? Yes, absolutely. Then you would have met the same fate, says Gerson. You frown. The forest magic had driven them mad, says Gerson. The moment the child's father came into view and he and the mages clashed, neither side survived. And the child? Alive. He is the oldest of the three. The youngest was barely a month old then. Papyrus. You quietly thank him for sharing the story of none other than... Freaking heck. Gaster... He showed them mercy, unaware that they were being affected by hallucinations. And they didn't attack the child, they attacked his father, and they killed his father. And probably his mother, if his mother was home. They didn't attack the child. They asked the child for mercy. They had enough of their freaking common sense to ask a kid for help, and then what do? They try to freaking kill everybody. I don't know if we should... Wait, is that why in the notes he says why they're like fascinated to see them dust? Or is that like a different bunch of mages? Anyway, I have no sympathy for any of these guys so far. I don't care. You quietly thank him for sharing the story. Take care, everyone. You bid the two once goodbye, and Gaster walks around you, and you watch him leave. You carry on and travel along the wall. You stay near the wall. At the end of the path, you spot a familiar skeleton. Papyrus. This is so freaking hard to like read because it hits so hard in here each and every freaking time. You go over to Papyrus. Oh, here's my brother. Hopefully he didn't overhear that story. He was far too young back then to even know what was going on. The tall skeleton leans against the cave wall. He takes a long drag from his cigarette. Yo! You ask Papyrus what he's doing here. Papyrus knocks on the wall behind him. You notice there's an opening beside him, and there's a magic curtain of darkness over it. It's kept well hidden. Curious? Want a pike? Papyrus asks you. What is it? For 10G, I'll tell you, he says. Okay, you agree to give him 10G. They'll say 10, silly me, I said 50. Either way, he's trying to do this shenanigans back and forth with him. Oh yeah? I'm surprised. I don't think he'll have that kind of money. Nonsense, you're more than happy to pay that many times for him. Papyrus goes, he. Clever. I'll tell you for free then. It's called the Wishing Cave. Humans wish on stars, don't you? I'm sure you'll notice the distinct lack of stars here. The cave is the best thing we have. Oh, you'll definitely take a peek inside and you enter the Cave of Wishes. It's so freaking hard. The Wishing Cave is a large room that's completely dark except for the ceiling. There are hundreds of tiny little crystals that glitter blue and white. It is spaced out enough to give an impression of a starry night. It is beautiful, truly, but well, it's not the real night sky, is it? It doesn't look like anything else to do here. Okay. My goodness. Okay, so we just finished with him. So we have to now go and face Aaron. So for those that struggle to find freaking Aaron, He's to the right. Hold it right there, human. Okay, so for Aaron, pretty much, he's going to want you to do a pop quiz with him, so we're going to do that. In front of you is a monster with the lower half of a snake and the upper half of a man with a horse's head. This monster is scrawny and wears big glasses and is clutching a textbook. A pop quiz, the monster says. Lady, who rules the underground? Queen Toriel. Correct. Okay. Then if you know that, you must know this. What color is justice? Yellow. Correct. Okay, whose soul binding was the first? It was the Light Knights and the Dark Prince encounter. Okay, so by here, I think I'm supposed to say Aaron. I can woo Flowey. I'm not after Flowey. Haha. Yes, excellent. A worthy contestant. Final question. Who is the strongest monster in the underground? Aaron. Aaron last. You're nice. This is a subjective question. There is no wrong answer. I'm simply curious who you choose, and I'm flattered though. Aaron offers you a bow. Thank you for participating. None of those monsters wanted to play with me today. Take care. You watch Aaron slither away, and you carry on. On your left, you can see the stone walls climb up. At the very edge of the top, you can see a faint blue glow and a large fire poking out. Water pools down this wall. You must give it a wide berth, otherwise you'll get soaked. Up ahead is a large waterfall, and there's a bridge that goes over it. And there are stairs beside it that seem to lead down to another path. Oh, Illuminac. Okay, so now we're gonna go to get the note, and then we're gonna go find Meta Blue. So we need to go down the stairs. See, you go down the stone steps, your right hand tingles, and it brightly glows purple. You follow the sensation until a blinding light appears in the snow, and it fades away. You pick up the note. Jacobs and Daniels were almost caught. Armadillo nearly lost it on them. There's something with dust everywhere. Oh my god. Interesting. Bunny. Dust was. But I'm glad they did. They unfairly told us the truth. Okay, so the notes are telling the story of these mages and the ones that came before. Okay, so Archmage Dion came after the mages that attacked Gaster when he was younger. So I'm just going to clear up some things here just so my mind is aware. So pretty much the ones that are dealing with the notes are dealing with adult Gaster. This is him dragging and luring people to the underground, probably wanting vengeance for the betrayal he had all those years ago by these disgusting mages. These horrible humans who came in and literally, he showed mercy and they destroyed his home. They killed his father, they took away his family, and they ruined the lives of these children. And he's grown up to hate them. Pretty much. He has grown to dislike them. So he lures these humans in. So that is Mage Dion. Mage Dion has gotten lured in. But why is he affecting Mage Dion and not the rest of them? What makes Mage Dion different? Why are we being lured in? How does he choose his targets? I like the fact that you're asking so many questions about me. You've been so quiet this whole playthrough. Yes, I thought you could use some time to yourself. You did get pretty emotional at the start, though. No, thank you. I'm sorry I've been so mean to you. I wouldn't apologize just yet. You're definitely not gonna like what's in store inside the lab. What was that? Nothing. Come find me. He's right to be cautious. If a monster has been summoning humans to the underground and none have returned. Yeah, he's been bringing them to the underground, but why? Must be one of vengeance. Yeah, one of revenge. He wants revenge. Humans, Gaster trusted humans. He was so little. And yet, he's responsible. He probably feels so responsible for what happened that day. His family were just you know, wake up in the morning having a normal day. His baby brother is probably there. He's like only like a few months old. And then you got Sans. Sans is like a way older, but still old enough to somewhat understand what was going on. And then he's had to become an adult quick because he's had to literally raise his brothers, protect them. My God. Okay, so at this point we need to go and find Metablue. We just follow the path. The path goes up a few more stairs and leads into a dark tunnel that empties out into a wide room. There are two curved houses. The one on the left is a pale pink with flower beds on the window, and the one on the right is blue with white shingles. The pink house is lit up, and you see a light pouring on the windows. As you near the house, a familiar monster faces through the front door. It's Metabluke. Metabluke notices right away, and he offers you a wobbly smile. Oh, hello. Fun to meet you here. You tell him you're on your way to the castle. That's not far from here, Metabluke says in a quiet, sweet voice. But you'll have to go over the bridge. Be careful. I've seen monsters slip on it. Slip? That's, no handrails. Again, why is there no handrails? Who's in charge of safety down here? What is this malarkey? Also, if humans can fall into the forest, put a giant frickin' wall around the forest to make sure nobody goes in. Sans can summon a giant ice wall, so seriously, monsters, focus on safety. Literally, there are so many freaking hazards around here. Oh no, have monsters fallen off? Metabluke shakes his head. No, it's very wise. Monsters walk in the middle. The worst that happens is soul bumps. Bottoms keep getting hurt in this one, I've noticed. Good to know, you be careful. He shyly glanced away from you. Okay. Ask him what's up. Me? Metabluke sways side to side. Nothing really. Maybe go for another walk. Does he enjoy walking? Even though technically he doesn't walk, he floats, but still. Sometimes, Metabluke says. I prefer to sing. Oh, you love to hear him singing for you sometimes. Metabluke's whole body bright in several shades. His mouth is squiggly and wiggly. Do you like to sing? Oh, this just reminds me of the fact that when you play through If Underfell, Napstabluke's got a harp beside him, and I was like so hopeful that we were gonna get a Napstabluke route. Can somebody, like, I don't know, anybody else, like, somebody make an If game where you just woo the freaking ghost? It doesn't even have to be very long, just give me a freaking chance to woo the ghost or woo Temmie. Just for the sake of me getting to use Temmie's voice or Napstabluke. Are you alright? Not really, I'm really freaking out of it right now, so my brain is saying stuff and my other part is like, Twinkle, shut up. You don't want that. And the other part's like, yay, do! So just ignore me, I'm a little bit, woohoo! Yes, how about the two of you do a duet? Metabluke's form quivers and his voice brightens. That sounds like fun. Let's do it. Metabluke floats over the pink house, and you follow behind him. As you near the door swings open, you step inside to find a cutesy pink room. The wallpaper is lined with stars, and there are dozens of posters putting up of a strange robot. The back wall is a big, fuzzy pink rug in the center of the room. On top of it are a couple of microphones, a machine, and a large television set. The ghost monster uses magic to levitate one of the microphones to you, and you grab it as he turns the device and machine on. The area turns white, and then the words appear on the machine as music starts to play. Twinkle, you're doing it again. What? I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's like, so cute. I like the music. It's so bouncy. It makes me happy. Well, I'm glad to see that you're happy after everything. You haven't been quite yourself throughout this. I'm sorry. Oh, let's forgive them. Oh dear, Twinkle's gonna go on like this for hours if we let me take over. This song, it's called Fun, says Metabluke. I actually made it myself. I hope you like it. It's a peppy song. As the words start to appear on the screen, Metabluke takes the lead. The two of you sing the first song together, then the second, then the third. It was a lot of fun. Metabluke is delighted. What a great way to spend your time. Leave and go back up the stairs. Wait, no, stop it. Twinkle, stop fighting with me for the mouse. But I don't want to get out and leave just yet. Do I have to? Yes, you have to go back up the stairs. You've got to face someone. Oh, but I don't want to face her! Twinkle, are you alright? No! You want me to go and fight Alphys? Yes, I kind of do need you to go and face her. I don't want to! Alphys has a big spoopy axe. She's gonna smush me. Not at all. I'm sure you can remember the pattern. Do I look like I remember the pattern? Oh, well, it's fine. You're still adorable even if you get smushed. You're a star. You'll bounce back. Wow, thanks. Gosh darn it all. Okay, so now we have to cross the frickety bridge. I don't want to. You walk across the bridge. Oh, god damn it. Twinkle, are you alright? No. I'm gonna start getting PTSD involving Alphys. I don't know whose words, her or I. Well, it's kind of bouncy music. You like bouncy music. Yeah, but I also like the tingly, twinkling noises from Slumbertale. Can I go play that instead of fighting Alphys? You need to go and fight Alphys. Don't be a coward. I'm not being a coward. I'm being a smart bean. It's called staying alive. Oh, gosh darn it. I would start singing that, but I'm not allowed. Like copyright? Exactly. How do you know about that? I know many things. You walk across the bridge. As you move forward, it only gets dimmer, and the sound of the waterfall dampens with each step. Whoa! Your boat slid across the dock. It's surprisingly slippery. You can't see it very well, but it feels like there's a thin layer of algae over the bridge. While the bridge is wide, more than thrice as wide as your bedroom, there aren't any railings. What happens if you fall? You'll have to be careful. It's a very long bridge. No one steps further, human. Not one step further, human. You are being challenged. Your soul burns as your chest burns as your soul is forced out of your chest. Ahead of you is a monster clad in black armor. They remove their helmet and reveal a reptilian face with yellow scales. They aren't much taller than Sans, thankfully, but even at a distance you can tell they are much bulkier. A shiver runs down your spine. In their right hand they create a bright yellow axe of doom. You will not take a single step further, human, says the monster. I am Captain Alphys of the Royal Guards, and I'm here for your soul. You would rather not lose your soul. Sucks for ya. Hey. Oh, Christ. Ah! Oh, God. Did she have to just... Wow, Alphys, really? Well, when she's throwing it, freaking duck. The axe rolls over your head. You feel a tight sensation grip your soul. Hey, come on! A green line of magic outlining his breeze and disappears. No time to ponder. Alphys throws 2 more axes at you. For God's sake, Alphys. Back. A good thing you did. Alphys herself leaps to where you stood previously. She lands so hard on the bridge that it cracks. Uh-oh. You can move. Alphys' eyes narrow. Guess Blow's report wasn't wrong, eh? You can't use magic. Might as well give up now. It won't be any fun to fight a weakling. Excuse you. You tell her this weakling's left to kick her ass. I wish I could. You wink at her and give her a finger guns. Hey! I'll scrape 2 more axes and lunges for you. I'll pull P to the right. You dive to your right. Your right side hits the dock hard and your shoulder throbs in pain. The axes slam into the docks. Your head was splintering. You roll over to your back and just in time to see Alphys creating more axes. She throws another at you. To the left. Roll to the left. The axes barely miss. It chops straight through the dock where you previously were, and afterwards, oh freaking hell, to the left. Okay, can we stop now? You keep rolling. You hear more axes slam into the dock. Each time they connect a wood. Oh, Alphys, can you please scramble? You barely avoid the next that's thrown at you. As London swings at you, scarcely move it. Oh, for fudging biscuit. Alphys, you're gonna go through the goddamn dock at this rate. Oh god, just, jump forward. The monster makes a noise of annoyance. She creates another axe and Chobby turns on her heel. She swipes down at you. The bridge connects to the wooden floor and shakes the entire bridge. Then the bridge splits. Time seems to stop for you and your soul pulses. Everything that happens next is in slow motion. Her eyes go wide and your eyes go wide. You have a choice to make. Okay, so I am curious what happens if we don't help Alphys. So, we're gonna save here. You could now, of course, try to save her, because you have to. You take a step back, you could jump back and make it, but you see the look in her eyes and you see her fear. Pure fear. You don't know why you do what you do next. Your soul, your body, your reaction on instinct. You dig your heels into the plank, and as everything starts to fall, you kick forward with your arms outstretched. You choose to jump off the bridge with her. And of course, then the music goes off. Okay, so let's check by here. First, relationships. Thought doesn't know what to think of you. Papyrus is not interested in you. Sounds someone's judgment right. You mean nothing to him. I mean, we could probably freaking die. Okay. Music selection? Waterfall music. Not the most appropriate music to hear, but it'll do. Oh, I guess the music doesn't want to work here? Fine. I didn't want the music to work here anyway. You hit the water hard enough to know that you'll be bruised in the morning, but not hard enough to break anything. You plummet into the dark waters, and the light of your soul illuminates everything around you. You burst through the surface and gasp for air. Can't! Splits Alphys as she struggles to tread the water. Swim! She falls into the surface. She honestly should have followed that before destroying that freaking bridge, but I guess in the moment she's like, who cares? Smack, smack, smack! You're a good swimmer. This'll be easy. You dive down. You have to open your eyes. You have to be able to see her to save her. Thankfully, the water doesn't burn your eyes, and your soul light makes it easy to spot the yellow monster in the dark. You gracefully swim towards her, and you move through the water with ease. She kicks with her legs, but not moving up at all. The armor is too heavy, and there's no way you can pull her up. The armor and yourself up. You're a good swimmer, but not a superhero. That's okay. You know what to do. You grab her attention by grabbing her hands. You point down to her boots. She stares at you incomprehensibly, and you bend down to grab her boot and start to unclasp them from her. She realizes what you're doing and immediately starts to help. You get one boot off while she gets the other. Your lungs are burning at this point. You have to swiftly swim back up to the surface to gulp down some air. As a good swimmer, you do this within seconds. You kick off the ground, break through the surface to breathe, and then immediately propel back down. She has removed her gauntlets, her boots, and is working on her chest plate now. She's using the coils to rip apart the straps, holding them in place. As soon as she's freed, you grab her hand and start to pull her up. We're also really lucky that she's super small. And also, monsters don't appear to weigh that much for some reason. Even though technically when they spawn down on the bridge, they destroy things. She kicks with her legs and you yank her up until she can hook an arm around your shoulder. You keep one arm around her waist to steady her in case she passes out, and you use your other arm and your legs to kick the two of you up. She has much easier time swimming up without armor, and thanks to your skills, the two of you break through the surface before she runs out of air. She gasps and splurts the moment her head is out of the water. The two of you swim to the edge, and your arms, chest, and legs are burning. They shake from the exertion. It is too difficult to pull yourself out of the water, however, and you help Alphys once you are out. It isn't too difficult, sorry. The two of you focus on catching your breath. You pant. She's panting. You ache. Since she probably aches too. Phew. You roll over onto your back in your car still in the water. You wriggle your toes. Toes? You lost your shoes. You're not sure how. You didn't think they were loose before you fell. Biscuits? Why did you do that? You turn your eye to Alphys, who is on her back. She is no longer breathing heavy, but she does look exhausted. Her head is turned to look at you. Because if you hadn't, she might have died. I'm trying to kill you, she says. I like the fact she's like, I'm trying to kill you, but you're very freaking hard to kill. You're like a wriggly worm. You can't control her action. You can only choose what you're going to do. She stares at you. That's stupid. You're right. You can't choose what I'll do. What makes you think I won't try again? She might, you shrug. That's her choice. You're a wimp, she says shakily as she forces herself back onto her feet. She says silently at you. Then she turns away and walks down the path beside the river. You're alone. You lay there for a few more moments, realizing that she literally just burned you. She's like, you're a wimp. The wimp that pulled the dinosaur out from the water, or the lizard. I don't actually know what she's meant to be. I think she's supposed to be an iguana, but I'm not sure. You recognize you're near the bottom of the waterfall. The path that was too dark to go down is now decently lit since there's no bridge over the top of it. You can follow the path or you can keep exploring this area. You shakily stand up. As you stand up, your scarf starts to warm up and your right hand tingles as the motor from the scarf washes over you as a warm breeze. You're now dry. Okay, so at this point, we should probably go and see Sans. We need to go find Sans first. We need to go back up the stairs. So we need to... do I need to go back up the stairs? I think I need to... Return to the fork in the road. Okay, now I need to freaking remember where the flowers are. Were they in the southeast? They were, right? Southeast. And... okay, I'm in the southeast. I need to go up the stairs. Oops. No, wait, I went the wrong way. What am I doing? I can just do this. My goodness. Return to the fork in the road. Excuse me while I temporarily get lost, because I tend to do this. Go left. Go to the path with flowers. It's Sans. He's sitting on the park bench. Huh, you decide to approach him. Oh, wonderful. My baby brother. Well, not my youngest baby brother, but my other brother. He's technically still my baby brother because he's still younger than me. If we need to get technical. Either way. Sans sits on the carved bench. He says it's something in his hands. It looks like a thin slab of white marble. You approach him. He looks up at you and he smiles. Hello, Miss Twinkle. It is good. Sans catches himself. He evens his voice out. It is good to see you. You say it's good to see him as well. His smile widens a little bit more. Would you like to sit with me? You take a sit beside him. What do you think of the underground? He asks you. It's wonderful. He sits down his marble slab. I see. Why does he ask? Just a thought, he says. I wonder if I met you first. First, you ask him, did he meet other humans? He swings his head back and forth on the bench, and he stares up at the twinkling ceiling. He stays silent for a long time. Yes, he says, his voice quiet and subdued. The first humans I met killed my friends. Which proves that he personally does not... Oh, frick! The bunny! Oh my god, the note is... The bunnies! The clue is in the note. It said bunnies! So, Archmage Dion's group met Sans, and the other group before. The very first mages met Gaster when he was younger. That's who it is. Archmage Dion's freaking... Those mages went and freaking with Sans. That's why he said bunnies. It was talking about freaking Sans' bunny friends in freaking Snowden. Is that what that is? Darkpetal, if you ever see this, is that it? Is the freaking bunnies mentioned in the goddamn notes? Is that Sans' bunnies? Those are his friends. There was more of them, wasn't there? There was more in the Royal Guards. There was more bunnies. They were very strong things. I couldn't defeat them on my own. My brothers had to help me. Okay, so yeah, Papyrus and Gaster. Sans looks down at his hands, twiddling his thumb. Pap's almost died too. He's not as sturdy, so he trails off. I'm glad you're not evil, he says. I'm grateful, really. You don't know how to respond to that. Sans hops off the bench and gives you a two-fingered salute and wink. Take care, human. He disappears and you're alone. You finish walking through the fields and there's nothing else for you here right now. Okay, so now that we've done that, There's one more monster we can go and find. So we're gonna go to southeast, down the stairs. And the question is, do I follow the path? I cannot for the life of me. I think it's follow the path. The path goes up a few more steps and it leads into a dark tunnel. It empties out in a wide room. You see two curved houses on the left, blah blah blah. There's a tall monster. Here we go, the Grim Reaper one. Okay, for those that don't know how you interact with this particular monster, I'll just do the interactions for you by here to show you. So this by here is the river person, I believe this is. I could be mistaken though. That aside, really, let's just go on with it, shall we? Okay, so to do this, we're going to... Oh, I'm probably... This is another route, isn't it? I think this is another route, actually. It's fine. Approach the monster. Okay, the monster stares at you. The monster turns their head to look at you. You see only blackness under their hood. You notice they have a loose sash around their waist and an eerie lantern hangs from it. What a pretty lantern. You raise a hand and cheerfully wave at the monster, and the monster approaches you and they stop in front of you. You greet the monster in a warm tone. They stare at you. The monster raises their hands and you see nothing in their sleeves. Something gentle brushes against your cheek. I mean, why not? Go ahead. Feel free to freaking touch me as much as you freaking want. I mean, Gaster does it all the time. Everyone just is so interested in you. Are you seriously not going to get annoyed at this person? No. There's no need. I know that you only have eyes for me. What are you talking about? If I had to say who I'm most woohooey with, it's probably going to be freaking... Who? Choose your answer very wisely. You're right, totally you. 100% you. You're who I will woohoo all the way home. Oh, goody. Ugh. Something gently brushes against your cheek. It's a feathery light touch. You can feel your hair being pulled forward as someone is lifting it up. You watch it be pulled out in front, as if there's an invisible hand playing with your hair. It is rather pleasant. The figure must be the monster. Their limbs must be transparent or invisible. Hello, says a soft, low voice from the direction. It sounds like it comes from the hood. It's hard to tell if the voice is masculine or feminine. They curl your hair around in one of their fingers. You're not sure what appendage they do have since you can't see them. Happily let the monster keep playing with the hair. It feels nice, it's fine. Don't say anything. You introduce yourself. I am Persona, Riz, says the monster. They speak slow and carefully pronounce each word. You tell them it is nice to meet them. Thank you. You ask the monster if they live in one of the two houses. No, I tend to the river, but I will visit, they said. Oh, their friends live here? Friend of a friend of a friend, they said. One worry, so I visit. Check on the little one. AKA, he's checking on Metabluke. That's nice of them. Nice, maybe. They slowly stop playing with your hair. Always busy, like my friend. I try to help where I can. Oh. Okay, so, see, you can woo them. See, but I don't know if that's actually going to get implemented, see? So we're going to say if they need any help, let them know. They pause. Your fur is soft. I like. If we meet again, would you like to play? Would like to play with it more. Your fur. My hair, you mean? You agree to that. You get the feeling they are happy with that response. Thank you, they say as they bow. They turn to leave and you are alone. Okay, so now we can leave and go back up the stairs. And now we can, where am I going? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be like leaving, aren't I? Leave waterfall. It says here, safe spot to save. You finished waterfall. This method means you're either on the friendship route or fail to take the advance the routes for anyone else who started romancing in this section. How are you faring? You have 1 purple canon, blah blah blah. You have 100% of the items. You have all the notes. Is this a good thing? Next up is Hotland Lab. Oh goody, fantastic. Finally, this wretched route is over. And my section is coming up. Hold on. What is it now? We have to go back in. What? Why? Because I need to cover what happens when you don't do the other stuff. Oh, must you? Yes. Alright, only because you were feeling down earlier. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, be more considerate of your feelings, Twinkle. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're so cute when you're happy. What? Why are you smiling? I won't finish that sentence. It might irritate you. Oh, great. Okay, so we're gonna save our friendship route. So... save. This is our friendship. Because it didn't tell us that we had to go back any. So it just says safe spot to save. We can save here, it says. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back. Here we go. Load this one. And we're gonna see what happens when we save ourselves. I think this one happens instantly, but I'm not sure. Save yourself. You watch her plummet, horrified at what happened. You can scarcely stay on the bridge yourself. She disappears in the dark water, and you do not see her come back up. Your heart feels heavy, and you slowly keep walking down the bridge. Leave waterfall. Huh. Okay. Okay, I think this actually is for a bad ending that will come later in the next part, actually. Huh, okay. Alright, okay. Load Flowey? So what happens if we get rid of the notes? Yes, get rid of all the notes. You decided to take Flowey's advice. He nods in agreement as he watches you rip the notes and toss them into the water. Smallest thing you've done, he sighs. You thank him for his help. Yeah, whatever, mutters Flowey. Bye, Twinkle. Aw, he was going to call me human, but stopped. He disappeared from view as he burrowed back in the ground. You finish walking through the field. There's nothing else for you here. Oh, okay. This might also be another ending. So I think these bad endings only activate once we enter the lab area. But I'm going to have to ask darkpetal if that's true. Because they might be quite similar to like how Dusttale was. There were some endings that didn't activate right away. You had to do something and then like later on it would take effect. So I am curious if that's the case here. Alright. Yeah, because we're still alive. Alright. Well, I will, of course, cover those endings when the next chapter becomes available. I'm just going to double check with our pals if there is no other bad endings that are here, just in case I missed any. But I'm pretty sure, I feel like I'm confident enough to say that these bad endings probably don't come into effect unless you're caught without the notes, maybe. Because right now we don't have them on us, and Flowey told us to get rid of them, and he seemed happy. Hold on, let's check him. Yeah, okay, so this one probably doesn't take effect until much, much later. So, since we don't need them right now, I will remove them. So there's our friendship right here, and that marks this one done. For now. So, again, we are waiting for the next part for this. So load friendship. We're gonna quickly check by here then. Journal. Relationships. Doesn't know what to think of you. Is not interested. He hopes the gym is writing you. He's nothing to him. We finished everything. We got all the notes. Is that good? Hotland Lab. Okay. So that marks it. We have now finally completed everything at present for Underswap, meaning I now gotta go and deal with if Mafiafell, get that all the way done, and then also the Grillby interactions in if Slumbertale. And then I've pretty much done everything until it gets updated. Okay. Well then, shall we go and hang out, as some would say? What? Well, I mean, I could always join you for some of those, right? Absolutely not. You're exclusively for if Underswap. Oh, come now, Twinkle. I'm always with you. Oh, God! Why did you wait till the very end to be creepy? Because this is kind of like a temporary goodbye. I don't do well with goodbyes, and I don't want to. Oh my God. Fine. Maybe I'll bring you back for one of the other routes. I'll think about it. At least bring you back for the comment section. Oh, goody. Now then, shall we end the video here? I guess so. I think we've talked long enough, and I don't think I have anything else that I need to cover at all. So, yes, thanks guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Remember, we are waiting for the next chapter to drop. When it drops, I will cover it for all the routes, okay? Good. Bye for now.